My name is Tyler Trilobes, and this is Paws, the Answer to Pets' Prayers. Have you all ever seen an ASPCA commercial? You know, the one with In the Arms of the Angel playing as a slideshow of neglected, abused, and homeless pets go by? I sympathize for these poor creatures. And judging by y'all's faces, I can tell that you all do as well. I think to myself, only if I can save them all. Well, based in Linwood, Washington, a nonprofit organization, Paws, has partnered with the ASPCA in order to provide health care and shelter for misplaced, abused, and neglected pets. During the next few minutes, I will describe the history, purpose, and impact of the organization on our society. First, let's start by examining the history of the organization. According to the Paws website, Virginia Nose, co-founder and first volunteer, once recalled, every time we went to the grocery store, there would be a box of kittens or puppies with a sign saying, free to a good home. It was awful, and I wanted to do something about it. So in 1967, Virginia and a group of friends decided to raise money in order to pay for spay and neuter surgeries. They began a rummage sale in an office basement in what was once a thrift shop, soon became a shelter in which they took care of thousands of sick, injured, and orphaned animals. Now let's look at what they do in our society. Who is Paws? Well, Paws is a group that understands that pets are more than just animals. They are a companion and a part of a family. Paws is bigger than just a shelter. They want to create a world in which animals are respected and safe. Throughout the nation, Paws has established companion animal shelters, where they care for thousands of cats and dogs each year. They accept orphans and mistreated pets. They care for them, and through their rehoming service, they provide adoption opportunities. Additionally, they provide veterinary services as well as training. As a nonprofit organization, a majority of Paws' workforce consists of volunteers. In 2015 alone, volunteers contributed 63,176 hours, or 7.2 years in equivalence, to helping the cause, according to paws.org. Now that you've learned what they do, how does this impact your society? Well, recently, in Northern California, they are experiencing wildfires, and southern states are recovering from floods from recent hurricanes, thus displacing and injuring pets and wildlife. As an emergency placement partner with ASPCA, Paws is providing shelter for those affected. As a nonprofit organization, Paws organizes events such as festivals and fundraisers in order to continue helping afflicted pets and wildlife. For example, Paws Walk is a fundraiser in which participants walk or run a 5K marathon. Each step is one step closer to creating a safe environment for companion animals. Lastly, I would like to leave you with something to think about. Today, I provided an in-depth overview of the history, the purpose, and the impact of nonprofit organization Paws, or Progressive Animal Welfare Society. The next time you see one of their commercials or see a stray animal on the side of the road, think about what you can do to help. You are now informed of the options and what it takes to have a society where animals and people coexist and live peacefully while enduring the same respect. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes, sir.
So, have you personally ever had any dealings with Paws or any?
Actually, I have. Yes, it's kind of like the basis behind why I wrote this speech here, because it's something personal with me. So, I adopted a dog my family back in 2002, 2001 from the local Paws shelter. And We named her Fritzy, and we had her for almost 16 years. So, yeah, it's something I'm passionate about. That's why I decided to write this speech. Any other questions? Thank you for your time.